Hello students, in the first part of chapter 17, we read about fundamental rights. Now, coming to the fundamental duties. The Constitution of India has given 10 fundamental duties which we are expected to abide by and perform. Students, you remember fundamental rights were 6 in number. Now there are 10 fundamental duties. Now, duties always come along with rights. Citizens of the country must be well aware of their responsibilities and duties towards the country. Now, some of the fundamental duties are: first, follow the Constitution of India. It means we must follow the rules laid by the Constitution. Second, respect the national flag and national anthem. People should stand in attention respecting the flag while hosting it, and the national anthem should follow the flag salutation. Next, protect the unity and integrity of India. Students, we must never do anything that affects the unity of the country. We must always protect the integrity of the country. We must always promote the spirit of brotherhood. Next, help to defend the country when it is in danger. It means we must protect the country and provide national service when called upon to do so. Next one, treat all the citizens of India as equal. We should not discriminate the people on any grounds like their caste, color, or the religions they follow. Next one, protect and improve the natural environment. Students, we should not spoil the rivers and lakes and protect the forests, and we must have the compassion for the living creatures. Next, protect and take care of public property. Students, the public properties like streets, trains, parks, etc. must be protected. Now coming to the 8th, preserve the rich heritage of India. It means we should preserve and maintain the heritage and cultural wealth of India. Now, what is the meaning of cultural wealth? The ancient monuments. These must be protected. Next one, avoid acts of violence. Students, we must oppose violence in any case. It must always be kept in mind that no public property or life is harmed during any activity. Now the last one, work hard for the progress of the country. It means we should work hard for the growth of our country, and it must be kept in mind that every citizen must provide education opportunities for the next generations as a parent or a guardian. Now next, directive principles. The Constitution of India lays down some guidelines for the Government of India. These directive principles are for the welfare of the people. Students, these are the rules which are written in the Constitution of India that must be kept in the mind by the government before framing any laws. These principles apply to the union, state, and the local self-governments. Some of them are as under. First, provide proper living conditions. Means the provision of water, electricity, and sanitation must be the priority of the government while providing them proper house to live. Second, provide work for everyone. It means improved working conditions for all workers must be priority of the government. Next one, ensure that some people do not become rich by exploiting others. It means it must be kept in mind by the government that everyone is provided adequate wages as per their jobs. Next, provide free and compulsory education to all. It means according to right to education, every child below 14 must be provided free primary education. Protect the interest of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other backward classes. It means that in any special opportunities, some seats or places must be kept aside for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. I hope you all have understood about your various duties and rights. Thank you.